Try to steal your car. Stop! Stop!
Hey, adrenaline junkies. Welcome to Mind Rush. This is where chaos meets speed, and every second is a pulse-pounding ride you won't want to miss. We've got mind-blowing chases, insane stunts, and non-stop action that'll have you glued to the screen. Ready to feel the rush? If you're thinking about stealing a car, here's a tip. Maybe pick something with a low profile. Apparently, 32-year-old Chad Murdoch from Cincinnati, Ohio, didn't get the memo. On May 30th, 2023, he went all in and stole a bright yellow school bus in Hamilton County. And guess what? Driving a giant school bus kind of makes you stick out like a school bus. It wasn't long before state police officers and sheriff's deputies spotted the stolen ride, and the chase was on. The adrenaline kicks in, and Chad decides to test the school bus's off-road capabilities. Keeping up with the bus is easy. Stopping it? That's a whole different story. You can't just ram a school bus, and pit maneuvering could put the officers in a whole lot of danger. So, they play it smart, just staying on his tail and waiting for the right moment. Meanwhile, Chad's still trying to lose them, taking a wild detour through a cemetery. That's right, a school bus off-roading through a graveyard, like something out of a movie. And where better for Chad to end his joyride than in the very place he'd spent most of his time, the middle of a rural Ohio farm.
Damn.
Chad Murdoch was arrested and slapped with a laundry list of charges, including criminal recklessness, resisting law enforcement, and of course, stealing a school bus. He also caused damage to several police vehicles and wrecked untold amounts of private property. If only the word discreet was part of his vocabulary. April 26, 2016, Doral, Florida. This small city, about 14 miles west of downtown Miami, has seen its fair share of crime. Could have prepared the Doral Police Department for what went down that day. A call came in about an active police chase, tearing through Miami-Dade County. And this time, the suspect wasn't your average criminal. The guy was driving a stolen flatbed truck with a forklift hanging off the back like a maniac. It was like something out of a bad action movie, except this was real life. And he was driving like he didn't care about anyone's safety.
I know, right?
And here's the kicker. He was never going to outrun the cops in that thing. So what's the plan? Make things as dangerous as possible to get the pursuit called off. Well, that seemed to be exactly what he was going for. Things really heat up when traffic starts piling up.
Yeah, like they just stole like a construction police. Where do you see that in front of me? Where do you at?
Seeing the officers approaching in the opposite lane, the suspect swerves right, cutting through traffic like he's dodging a bullet. But instead of escaping, he's headed straight for a gridlock traffic jam. And he's about to make things a whole lot worse. He spots what he thinks is an opening in the right lane and tries to squeeze through. Let's see how that works out. It's a miracle he didn't cause a massive crash. According to the police report, the suspect was eventually arrested after a brief scuffle, but the police never released his name or what charges he faced, so we're left to guess. What we do know, he rear-ended a police car and even tried to run over an officer earlier in the pursuit. Given everything, this crazy Florida man was likely facing some serious jail time.
Okay, where's that now?
February 26, 2019, started as just another day on the job for Lieutenant Edward Schillig of the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. But what followed was a tragic turn of events. While patrolling Route 33 near the Fairfield line, Schillig spotted a 2011 Chevrolet Cruze speeding down the road. Without hesitation, he flipped on his lights and sirens, initiating a chase in his marked police SUV, with other officers preparing spike strips ahead.
L1, we advise OSB in Fairfield also.
L1, we're going to be westbound. He made a U-turn, almost hit me. We are now westbound at 88.
Copy, they made a U-turn, they're westbound now at 88.
Schedule westbound on 33. Yeah, 33 east from Gender. Let me know where they're at, I'll try to get Mike.
Let's say we're a mile from Dodge Road, still westbound. Driver is a young male black wearing red hoodie. There's 2 or 3 other people in the car. Speeds are 110. Backed up, I'm down to 80. He's on the right-hand shoulder.
Copy on the right-hand shoulder.
How far is it?
We'll give him a call.
Alright, you got spiked,
The suspect, desperate to escape, hit the spike strips but didn't stop. Instead, he veered off the highway onto Hamilton Road, now fully out of control.
Affirm. He just about tried to take me out.
What happened next was the most tragic mistake of his life. Due to the nature of the footage, we won't show the moment of impact, but it's enough to know that the driver struck an innocent 61-year-old man, Arthur L. Smith III, who had no idea the chase was even happening. Arthur would spend the next few months fighting for his life in hospital, but tragically, he passed away from his injuries.
We got minutes now.
We're northbound, not south.
Okay, they're northbound, Hamilton.
That's 29 here, just south of Winchester Park.
The driver, a 16-year-old named Ramadan Maridi, was quickly identified, and he wasn't alone. Along with him were 4 passengers, all aged between 12 and 16, which, combined, barely made them older than the man they had struck. It was later revealed that the teens had stolen the car, along with dozens of credit cards, and were headed to Florida when the chase began. In juvenile court, Ramadan's passengers were found guilty and sentenced to 1 year's probation, a $100 fine, and 24 hours of community service. As for Ramadan, he pleaded guilty to vehicular homicide and was sentenced to 10.5 years in prison. A tragic reminder of how one reckless decision can shatter multiple lives in the blink of an eye. April 1st, 2017, Palestine, Texas. A small town about 100 miles southeast of Dallas became the scene of one of the wildest stunts you could ever imagine. Meet 18-year-old Armando Vinaja, a teenager who thought an April Fool's prank was best served with sirens and flashing lights by stealing an ambulance from the Palestine Regional Medical Center.
on the ground now! Get on the ground!
Armando was practically grinning. Seriously, who steals an ambulance and finds it funny? In the end, Armando was charged with driving while intoxicated, reckless driving, and resisting arrest. He was held on a $115,000 bond and arraigned just a few days later. What happened next? Well, the details are fuzzy, but one thing's for sure. Hopefully, he learned his lesson and stopped stealing ambulances. August 18, 2023, West Allis, Wisconsin. Officers are tailing a red Kia SUV that was recently reported stolen. The suspect, however, had other plans. As soon as the officers flipped on their lights, the driver hit the gas, and the chase was on. The suspects didn't take it easy. They led police on a wild 3.5-mile pursuit through red lights, stop signs, and busy intersections. But here's the kicker. Wait until you hear how old the driver was.
So, speeds are only like 50 right now, crossing Lapham. Clutch due diligence here. Whoa. Clutch. Passing Mitchell. Keep going.
In these types of high-speed chases, police can't just blow through stop signs and red lights. They have to slow down to ensure the coast is clear, which can give reckless suspects just the window they need to escape. But these officers did everything right, maintaining a safe but steady pace while keeping their eyes locked on the suspect.
Walgreens parking lot here, go. Just driving through the Walgreens parking lot here, coming up to, I think, gonna be 6-1 northbound from Oklahoma. Go. Smoking pretty good here. Speeds are still only like 50, going northbound on 6-1, coming back up to Cleveland. Slow down for the stop. Slow down for the stop. Just past Stack. 6-1 and Stack northbound. Speeds are still only 50 here. It's smoking a little bit. No traffic here. No pedestrians that I see. Slow down for the top. Go. Just past Montana, coming, back up to Cleveland here, going west on Cleveland from 6-0.
I just did fast forward in this part right here. So
now, the Kia driver wasn't just speeding. He was pushing that SUV to its absolute limit. You could even hear one of the officers say the car was starting to smoke. And then, just as they passed an active construction zone, the car went up in flames. Even with the engine flaming out under the hood, these suspects kept going. They were clearly in no mood to stop.
Eastbound on connect from 6-8. Go.
But luck wasn't on their side forever. The chase finally came to an end, and the officers moved in to arrest the trio. Here's where it gets wild. The driver was just 14 years old, and his 2 passengers were only 15. All 3 came from Milwaukee, just 6.5 miles away from West Allis. After the arrest, the case was handed over to the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office. What happened next? That part's unclear. But here's hoping these teens turned their lives around and stopped stealing cars for good. September 17th, 2022, Platteville, Colorado. Officer Pablo Vasquez is just doing his usual thing, pulling over a pickup truck on County Road 38. A 911 call reports that the driver, 20-year-old Yareni Rios, is waving a gun out the window like she's in an action movie, speeding down the highway. Backup rushes in, and the officers position themselves behind Vasquez's SUV, ready for a high-stakes arrest. But here's the kicker. Neither officer notices that their squad car is parked right across active train tracks. Yep, you heard that right. Talk about a ticking time bomb.
What's going on? Why am I here?
To be extra cautious, they place her inside Vasquez's SUV while they search the pickup.
I see a car seat. It took her a very long time to pull over.
But as they inspect the truck, something's off. You can hear a train's whistle growing louder and louder, approaching fast. By the time the officers realize what's happening, it's already too late. In a flash, disaster strikes.
Is that Hart?
No, that's optometrist. Oh my God!
Alright guys, we're ready to end this vlog. You guys like police chases. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the police stop shooting people to remind what that was crazy.
6 patrol car was just hit by a train.
The officers sprint to the crash site, a few hundred feet away, adrenaline coursing through their veins. When they get there, all they find is a mangled police SUV. Yet somehow Yarini is still alive inside. Reports later revealed that Yarini suffered a traumatic brain injury in the crash. But the real twist comes next. She successfully sued the cities of Platteville and Fort Lupton for a jaw-dropping $8.5 million. It looks like those police departments have some serious updates to make to their training manuals, starting with never park on active train tracks. January 1st, 2021. Trooper Dakota Davis kicked off the new year with a bang during his first shift. He received a call about a pickup truck actively fleeing the Arkansas State Police. And without missing a beat, he flipped on his lights and raced down Route 167 West toward Little Rock. After a few minutes of heart-pounding high-speed driving, Trooper Davis caught up with his fellow officers and took the lead in the pursuit.
You see me on our page? It don't. It do it for mine.
The truck was flying down Interstate 44-0, hitting speeds over 115 miles per hour. Trooper Davis quickly sized up the situation, attempting to position himself for a pit maneuver. But with other drivers in the mix, he had to back off and play it safe.
Yeah, with this I can go on 3 things.
You take mine. You got one right there. I have somebody to find a home for you. And who is the home?
Yo, shout out to Chad. What's up, Chad? Appreciate you. Chad.
But as it turns out, the chase was about to end in the most unexpected way.
Let me see.
Here's a pro tip for anyone fleeing the police. Stop signs don't budge. The truck driver tried to blow through one, and it did some serious damage to his escape plan. Unfortunately, we never learned the driver's name, nor did we find out why he was running in the first place. And here's the real mystery. Why were his hazard lights on the entire time? Maybe it was his way of saying, "I'm running, but I'm trying to be courteous about it." We'll never know. If his New Year's resolution was to get arrested by the Arkansas State Police, then congratulations, sir. You nailed it. Everyone remembers their first day on the job, but for this rookie Arkansas State Trooper, his first day was a full-throttle roller coaster. While on a routine patrol outside of Little Rock, troopers spotted a blue Dodge Charger and a black Dodge Challenger tearing through traffic at ridiculous speeds. Both cars were overtaking vehicles and weaving without signaling. Classic signs of a street race about to go down. It was time for the cops to step in and break up this reckless showdown. While a few officers chased the blue Charger, our rookie trooper decided to stay on the tail of the black Challenger.
Westbound on the wheel cut off.
thought they ain't gonna see you. But they gonna see you guys a little bit.
I can't see you. No, you right there. Not me.
I can put it on, but
I can hold you.
holy crap. That's it. Alright, watch.
Hello, y'all. So, we back with another video. Today, we back.
Holy crap, that was close.
Hey, just stop talking.
See how good when you talking, you hear yourself.
The rookie sees the Challenger cut
Hello.
at the gas station, and that's when he pulls off a
Hello.
smart move.
Now,
Get the suspect off before things get even crazier.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Huh? Let them watch it. We could. What video you want to watch? Alright. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. We'll come back with the girls watching the video. What you gotta say to them? Anything.
Bye. Wait.
This is my second daughter right here. Number 2. Camera's over there.
As the chase continues through a residential neighborhood, things get way more dangerous. There could be kids